Hey guys, welcome back to Podcast and Chill. I'm Leo, your living meme, and
And I'm Gwen, here to keep Leo from canceling himself.
that would never happen. But anyway, have you ever felt like you're just a side character in your own life?
You mean when you're scrolling and see someone vibing in Bali on a yacht and you're just rotting in bed?
Yep. So guys, I get it. Watching other people live their best lives is fun.
It's chill, it's entertaining, until you snap out of it and realize you're not really living.
That's the T. Are we even living, or are we just an NPC in our own game of life?
So today, we're diving deep into why we're so obsessed with watching other people's lives.
Why is it so addictive? And most importantly, how to touch grass and actually live our own lives.
Let's get into it. So, why are we so obsessed with watching other people live their best lives?
For real though? I mean, I didn't plan on binging someone's day in the life for an hour, but here we are.
What's your take, Leo?
Straight up, it's just entertainment, period.
Okay, elaborate.
Well, it's chill, it's a vibe. Humans are just nosy, period.
Fair. We want to see how other people are living, especially if their lives are like a movie.
Yep. Who doesn't want to be living in an A24 flick?
That's valid. But I think there's more to it than that.
Hit me with it.
So, do you know dopamine?
The happy juice in our brains?
Yep, that thing. So, dopamine pops off when something fire happens. It's like your brain's hype man, telling you to run it back for that good feeling.
That explains why I always need another bag of chips.
And this study from 2010 in Neuron says dopamine isn't just about getting rewards, it's about the craving. So basically, we watch vids of people thriving, we get FOMO, and,
And the dopamine hits and tells me to keep scrolling?
well, your brain gets a little taste of the flex without you lifting a finger. That's why we're hooked. It's easy, effortless, and gives that instant dopamine boost.
So dopamine's basically as annoying as those YouTube premium ads?
Period.
And that so-called happy potion can technically make me lazy?
Don't act like you weren't already lazy.
I mean, lazier. Like, if I can watch someone else get shredded through my phone, why would I even bother hitting the gym?
Makes sense. That's why this habit is low-key a huge red flag. The more you scroll, the less you actually do the work.
That's a whole trap.
And that's not even the only ick. Seeing someone living your dream life just makes you compare yourself and tank your self-esteem.
Oh, I feel that. We end up wasting a heck of time wishing we had our lives together instead of actually getting our lives together.
I know, right? That's why the more we scroll, the more we're stuck in our feels and low-key depressed.
Facts? Those vids? Inspirational, but also kinda soul-crushing.
So, let's figure out how to avoid these traps.
Yeah, tell me, Gwen, how do we stop feeling like garbage after watching people living their best lives?
Step 1 is setting limits.
You mean those screen time limits on my phone?
Well, yes, but no. Those work, but they're easy to bypass, so they're only a temporary fix.
So, what kind of limits are we talking about?
The limit I'm talking about is more mental. You gotta stop yourself from going down the rabbit hole of those vids.
That sounds like a whole struggle.
We're not saying never watch a vlog again, but you gotta be intentional with it.
How do I even do that?
Every time you open a vlog or story, pause for 5 seconds and ask yourself, is this actually doing anything for me?
And if the answer is no,
Close the app and go touch some grass, bestie.
what if I say yes? I mean, even if I'm lying to myself,
If the answer is yes, then set a hard limit, like 10 minutes. Watch, enjoy, and then move on. That's where the screen time limit comes in clutch.
what if I still want more after those minutes?
That's the mental battle you gotta fight. Just one more video is a trap. Next thing you know, it's 2 a.m., and you've learned everything about a stranger's morning routine but done nothing for your own life.
That's a brutal reality check.
Truth hurts.
Okay, so what else can I do to ditch this screen addiction?
This might sound kinda basic, but turning inspo into action is the move.
So, if I'm obsessed with travel vlogs, I just like book a flight?
Why not? Make a whole Pinterest board of places you want to see. Check flight prices, even if it's just for the aesthetic.
What if I'm operating on a negative balance?
Then plan a budget friendly weekend getaway to a nearby city.
But I want a luxury trip.
Then start a savings challenge for your dream trip. Even $10 a week is a start.
What about fitness? I want to be shredded. If I did 10 push-ups every time I saw a workout reel, I'd have a six-pack.
At least stand up and stretch. Baby steps, Leo.
And for my career or self-improvement,
If you're vibing with someone's success, don't just watch.
so what do I do? Go back to sleep to live my dream? Literally?
Take action. Want to start a side hustle? Do 10 minutes of research. Want to learn a new skill? Sign up for a class, even if it's just a free trial.
Hopefully I remember to cancel that trial before they drain my account.
They can't drain what ain't there.
You got me there. Anyway, so the main point is, if something hits different, we gotta make it happen.
Yep, because watching them win won't change your life. Actually, doing something will.
So we're done being spectators and time to be players, right?
For real, though, I mean, if you're spending hours watching painting tutorials, maybe it's time to grab a pencil and doodle something.
Does that work for like language learning too?
Of course, if you're watching polyglots flex their 10 languages, don't just sit there feeling salty. Open a language app and learn 5 new words, bae.
But I want to be fluent now.
Nah, it's all about baby steps. Being greedy will just lead to burnout, Leo. Wanting too much too fast is a recipe for disappointment.
Oh, I get it. It's like breaking a toxic cycle, huh?
Kinda. Don't overthink it, just switch from scrolling to doing. That's how you break the loop.
Noted.
And here's the good part. What if, for the next 30 days, you cut out all the mindless scrolling and did something useful instead?
I'm still waiting for the good part. Quitting cold turkey is a whole no from me.
Silly. Not quit. Just swap 10 to 15 minutes a day for something that actually benefits you.
Like reading a book, learning a skill, or working on a project I keep dreaming about.
Yep. Instead of watching someone else vlog their day, start journaling your own.
Is 15 minutes even gonna make a difference?
We start small to build a good habit, then we gradually increase the time you're off the phone.
So, basically, we're swapping out the bad habit for a good one?
Correct. And after 30 days, you'll probably realize half those vlogs were mid anyway.
What's the reward here?
At the end of the challenge, you'll have something to show for it, a new skill, a new habit, or at least a life that doesn't feel like a rerun.
My life's feeling kinda stale right now. I might actually try this.
Oh, you're feeling stale because you've been consuming too much of that content.
Now that you say it, I'm feeling that.
Yeah, challenge time, day 1. Let's go.
It's time for recap.
Today we talked about why we're so obsessed with watching everyone else thrive, the sneaky traps of passive scrolling, and how to escape that cycle.
We also dropped some tips, from setting those boundaries to turning inspo into action.
And switching from watching to doing.
Don't forget that 30-day challenge.
So, final thoughts. You can't live your best life by just watching other people live theirs.
Period. At some point, you gotta close the app, get up, and actually do something that hits different.
So, here's a challenge. For the next 24 hours, ditch the vlogs and stories.
No scrolling, no binging. Just live your own main character moment.
See how you feel. If you don't even miss it, maybe you never needed it anyway.
And if you do miss it, well, that's even more reason to try it.
That's it for today. Thanks for being with us.
Go do something fire. We're rooting for you. Catch you next time. All right, Gwen. I think it's time to go over some key vocabulary from our talk today. First, the rabbit hole. It means getting deeply involved in something, often without realizing how far you've gone. For example, I started watching one video, and next thing I knew, I fell down the YouTube rabbit hole for hours.
Second, come in clutch. It means to help or succeed at the perfect time. For example, I forgot my charger, but my friend came in clutch with an extra one.
Third, reality check. It means a reminder of the real situation, often when someone is being unrealistic. For example, failing that test was a reality check. I really need to study more.
Fourth, hit different. It means something feels or affects you in a special way. For example, this homemade pizza just hits different compared to the frozen ones.
Finally, cold turkey. It means to suddenly and completely stop doing something, especially a habit. For example, he quit smoking cold turkey.
Now let's go over 2 questions about today's topic.
What's the first question?
Why do you think we enjoy watching other people live their best lives?
Because it's entertaining. It's like a little escape from our own lives. How about you?
Well, there's also that dopamine hit. We get a taste of the good life without actually doing anything.
True. And what's the second question?
What's one thing you can do to stop the cycle of passive scrolling?
Set limits. Like actually ask yourself if watching another reel is doing anything for you.
That's spot on. What about you, listeners?
Drop your answers in the comment section below.